It's time to turn things up. This pre-workout combination of Expedite and Aerobatine is the Fat Attack Stack from Snack. I usually take both about 15 to 20 minutes prior to my workout. It's the perfect time to get after it.
Seeing all these, MMA fighters now boxing, and another one that got announced that I think, a lot more people are thinking he has a better chance in the fight is Vitor. Vitor's fighting Oscar De La Hoya.
Yeah.
What do you make of it?
Well, it depends.
Yeah.
Is it the TRT Vitor, or is it just?
I think that's everyone's question.
Yeah, that's the question. That's the first question.
And I don't even know if that's even allowed anymore here in California.
Is that a strenuous drug test in process? And there's that. And then on top of it, look, Oscar is older. I think he's
47.
He's 47.
Yeah.
So 47 years old. Is he going to take the camp serious? We saw with Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. It looked like he didn't train. After a round and a half, he was done. Anderson figured him out, pieced him up, ran away with the fight. Is that going to be Oscar De La Hoya? I think Oscar's got a little bit more pride in him being who he was as a boxer. But this is crazy to think that one of the best boxers of all time is boxing on Triller against a former MMA guy. I don't see why or what. This is a different scenario than a Jake Paul and a Tyron Woodley situation. I understood the Mayweather thing because it was kind of a fun deal, and it was also done on Showtime as a contract that they had. Like if you're gonna fight on a bigger platform. It's not done on a Triller platform. It's done on a Showtime platform. And so when they're doing this, I think it was a great idea. So when this fight's coming to fruition in terms, I don't see anything going on with the Triller situation. They're not going to get big numbers. They've talked about they've gotten big numbers. I'd hate to see Oscar De La Hoya go out there and get knocked out or get beat, on a platform that maybe 6 million people streamed. They didn't buy. You know what I mean? So that's the other thing, So that's really kind of the most upsetting part, is that I would have liked to have seen them done it on a more professional level in terms of, hey, put it on Showtime. All right, let's do it on a pay-per-view platform or whatever it is to make it more official. But look, Vitor, no matter what, Vitor's gonna have his hands full regardless. And Oscar's not a small 147 pounder anymore. He's gotten up there now. I want to say they're gonna end up probably fighting around 170.
Yeah, I think the contract for the fight is 180.
Yeah, so 180. That's a lot, man.
But Vitor's huge. I'm like, Vitor come down to 180.
Yeah, but Vitor used to fight at 185. But if he's not on the TRT, which
he looks solid.
He looks solid. If he's not on the TRT, though, that's gonna make it. It's gonna make it easier for him to make the weight. So if he can make 180, then I can see that being a decent fight. Yeah. But I'm gonna lean with Oscar on that one.
Even if it's TRT.
No, I don't think I know. Then I'll lean towards Vitor.
I think that's not everybody's opinion.
Yeah.
They have Vitor as the favorite.
Yeah, I mean, it really
which is crazy to me.
It really comes down to whether he takes it serious, whether Oscar De La Hoya takes it serious or not. If he ends up being like a Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., which I think he will. Yeah. So I think he walks out of there and gets the win. It may not be pretty, but I think he'll get the win.
What's your opinion of just in general the YouTube fights and seeing Logan and Jake in these fights?
This is my opinion.
Yeah.
The UFC did Randy Tour, James Toney.
Yeah.
That could have been considered like a YouTube fight. Okay? Bellator did Kimbo Dada 5000.
Yeah.
Could have been considered a YouTube fight.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing is, these promotions were before, ahead of their time. They got criticized for it there because they were a legit promotion doing it. But at the end of the day, this right now is the YouTube sensation people are taking over in terms of the talent level. And they're actually producing quality content, this is their business, is what they do. So I think it's a great thing that they're doing. It's opening people's eyes. But what's going to happen, though, is that one of these YouTube guys is going to run and do a buzzsaw, and they're going to realize that they bit off more than they can chew. And it doesn't matter how talented you are or how well you speak, you end up face down, ass up, and you end up as someone's like meme. I mean, your whole thing can be done that quick. So it's a tricky game you're playing. It's one of those things you gotta be careful. So I think if anyone's doing it right, Jake Paul's doing it right in terms of he's picking methodically who he should fight, and this is a big step up in competition for him. And so against T Wood, and it's gonna be on Showtime. That's a big platform. It's not on the Triller platform where people were making fun of it, people were streaming it for free. You know what I mean? So this is on a big platform in Showtime, and I think it's a good deal for both fighters.
You, as a former professional fighter, I've heard a lot of other professional fighters have kind of like some resentment towards Logan and Jake for where they're able to kind of like shortcut to that position.
That's called marketing. As a fighter, you guys should be taking notes. Look at how Conor McGregor made all his damn money. Stop throwing shade and hate. Go out there and market yourself to make that same type of move. Make those same type of moves. That's the problem with MMA guys. They feel like, oh, what about me? What do you mean, what about you? Go out there, win fights, do it explosively, do it entertaining for the fans. We're in the entertainment business. These guys are in the entertainment business. That's all they're doing. Now they've also got some skill now that they've developed over the time. You got to tip your hat to them. Don't sit here and criticize them for doing what they're doing. I think, like I said, the fact that they ran and they were able to work with Showtime and get the deal done, and I know I work for Showtime, but that's not the point. My point is that they're doing it on a platform that's respected, not a platform that is, I feel like it's going to be a flash in the pan. They lost their asses on the last couple of fights. Mike Tyson is not working with them anymore. You know, so when that happens and he says, I'm not ever fighting on that show again, that lets me know, like, that won't be around much longer. When one of the greatest boxers of all time says, I'm not going to work with those people ever again. I wouldn't work with them. That just lets you know that I think that Logan and Jake saw that writing on the wall, and they said, guess what? Let's go to a major platform that can take care of us, contracts can guarantee us money, and they'll look after us a little bit. And I think that they've done a great job. All those other fighters need to stop throwing shade and hate and just start taking notes, following suit.
We can see you in an exhibition?
Absolutely not.
No?
Absolutely.
You know how much money they're making?
No, I'm
Why
good,
not?
man. I'm good.
You don't want to mix it up with
I
a little
love
bit of
my job.
fisticuffs?
I love my job as an analyst. I love my job working for Bellator. I love my job working for Showtime, and I love the athletes that we cover. We have a great group of athletes here in Bellator, and they're fun, they're young, they're hungry. No way. I'm done.
No way?
No, I don't have a desire to even get hit anymore. I don't even, like, there's just nothing there. Look, I was one of those, I feel like I was one of those guys that left it all out there, you know, and that's just how I feel, man. And what's the guy who just retired? Paul Felder.
Yeah.
You could just tell he left it all out there. Every single fight, I got nothing but respect for that guy. He's tired. You know, it's like you just know when it's time, and I feel like you know. Alan Joban, amazing person, amazing athlete, amazing fighter, but you just left so much of it out there. It's like, look, I don't have the energy to go in there and get hit anymore. I don't have the energy anymore to go out there and do a full camp, and your body just can't do it either. So that's the other thing, is you're trying to will yourself and your body to do it, and you know it's not there, but you're forcing it all for a paycheck. I don't have that desire. I don't have the desire at all.
Even if that paycheck said like
Nah.
$5 million?
It just wouldn't. I don't know, man. The thing is, I just know that it wouldn't be the real me.
Yeah.
And I worked my ass off to get as good as I was, you know, for all those years. Yeah. So that's a hard part.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Up TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Up TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.